much coming up over the next couple of months. I just wanted to recharge my batteries for a night. Although I've just remembered I have not packed my pillow, so that could have been a disaster. Hang on one sec. Well, that could have been interesting. Anyway, I have my pillow. Let's go. Just a sneaky Saturday night. It's just like the best way to spend the weekend. You know, done all my house chores today, so I feel accomplished, and yeah, just looking to get away. And like, Simon works really early on a Sunday morning, so it's pretty hard for him to get away unless we pre-plan it, but I'm after this spontaneous trip, so weekend away, or night away. I probably should have left a little bit earlier on during the day, because now that we're coming towards the end of summer, as in like within a week, summer's going to be over, and the sun's going to set, I think, at like 7 or 7:30. So I'm on a bit of a time crunch here. So it's like, yeah, I probably should have left a little bit earlier. But anyway, as I said, this was a very spontaneous trip. So yeah, now I think it's a little bit of a race against the sun. Yeah, really did not think that through very well. But anyway, that is the whole point of spontaneous trips. And thanks to one of my girlfriends, she sent me the most hilarious playlist. So it is definitely going to not be a problem with the drive. Here we go. See if you recognize this song. Alright, so I've just pulled over because we're just about to enter Lane Poole Reserve, and I just love this drive through the forest. It just relaxes and calms me, and it is so beautiful when the sun is actually setting, because you get all of the sun rays through the trees. It's just really, really gorgeous. So enjoy the drive. It's only a short drive in, but you know, the sun is well up in the sky, so I'm super happy about that. And yeah, just honestly soak it all in. It's just stunning, and especially as I mentioned, with the sun peeking through the trees, it is just stunning. Immediately feel calm and relaxed. So if you are struggling with anxiety or stress in your life, you need a night in Lane Poole Reserve, guaranteed to reset the batteries. All right, so this little spot I've reached, there's Bob's Crossing, which is just down there, and that'll take you over the river, or if you go straight, it'll take you to all of the campsites. So we've got Charlie's Flat, which is where I'm staying, Island Pool, which is a day use area, which is just like a big open part of the river that you can use to swim in. It's just like a pool basically. Then there's Tony's Bend, which is the other campsite I like to stay at. I've stayed there so many times. It is absolutely stunning. And there's also Yarragill, which is another campsite. Now they're all nature-based. They're all in the bush. You can hear the black cockatoos. They're all in the bush. They're all surrounded. They're all really, really beautiful campsites. So yeah, you just pick one that works for you. Charlie's Flat is the closest, but you do have to go along an unsealed road, but it's really not that far. You can access this on a 2-wheel drive, and yeah, there was a car in front of me, so I'm just letting them go ahead so it lets all the dust settle, and then I'll spin you around and you can enjoy the drive with me. All right, there you have it. Oh, such a beautiful drive in. And when you book, you get one of these booking slips. So you just have to put that on your dashboard. And I'm so stoked with this campsite. This is such a great one. So good. So yeah, before I unpack, this is the campsite that you get. This one's quite big. There's like one area here and another one over there. So I'm going to set up over here, I think. So I'm kind of like in the bush a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the spot. And there is a little path down to the river. Okay, set up first, then have a snack, then wine, and then unwind. Such a simple setup. Just have like a very simple light mattress, 2 sleeping bags because it always gets really cold in the morning here. So yeah, 1 for night and then 1 for the morning. And then that's it, we can just relax. Dying for a glass of wine, so wine time. Let's go do some exploring. It's like a little pathway down to the river here. So there we go, we have made it. Made it before the sun went down, which is awesome. And now we enjoy. It's such a still evening here, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to soak it all in, and then I'm going to need to go make some dinner soon before the sun disappears. It's just beautiful here. So my next door neighbours, they did arrive, and I don't think they're going to be too noisy, but I mean, there's no wind tonight, so it might be, you know, their voices might carry a little bit, but always bring earplugs. Hot tip. Good morning. Oh, beautiful view to wake up to. Oh, what a beautiful way to wake up in the morning. This is exactly why I wanted to come down here. And I had a nice little wake up call to some kookaburras at 5 a.m. So that was also fun. But yeah, I just went back to sleep after that anyway. So yeah, really, really great way to wake up. And I've got to climb back up here. Now, last night I totally stacked it, trying to climb up there. There's like these tree roots and there must have been some leaves covering it. So that was fun for my ass. But anyway, I'm alive, so happy days. So I'm going to put this camera down and then climb back up there because that was actually quite steep, believe it or not. This could be a really, really dumb idea. So it's like 7:45. It's a bit fresh this morning, but I am so keen for a swim. So I'm gonna go to Island Pool for a little dip. The river here is just not that great, to be honest. Highly recommend Tony's Bend over Charlie's Flat. It's still beautiful, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I just prefer the swimming at Tony's Bend. So let's go check it out. Okay. All right, so come to the end of my camping trip here in Lane Poole Reserve down in Dwellingup, and yeah, highly recommend Tony's Bend over Charlie's Flat. So this is Charlie's Flat here, but the river access isn't that great. The river access from Tony's Bend is much better, but you know, if you can't get a campsite at Tony's Bend, here is perfectly good. You've still got like nice bush surrounding each campsite. It's quite private, and yeah, it's just a really beautiful nature-based campsite. And it's nice and close to Perth. It's only an hour and a half from Perth. So yeah, it's great for a night away, or a weekend away, or school holidays. So it does get really busy here in school holidays, so you do have to book in advance. But yeah, this is the general kind of campsite you're going to get here. A bit of hard ground that's cleared with some trees and bush surrounding. So I've packed up and I'm going to do my bike ride and then head home. So Dwellingup is known for its mountain biking, so they've got a really great, heaps of great trails in the national park here in Lane Poole Reserve, called the Murray Trails, I think Murray River Trails. So yeah, they're really great. They've got all sort of, you know, easy, intermediate and advanced, and they also do have shuttles here as well, because it's quite steep. I think it's $50 for a 10 pass. Highly recommend that. And yeah, I'm actually just going to do the Dwellingup circuit. So the Dwellingup circuit is just this like little 10k cross-country trail, so it should only take me about an hour, and it's not very undulated. It's just, yeah, pretty flat and even, and apparently it's a really nice little ride. But because I'm riding by myself, I just wanted to do a cross-country trail, so it wasn't too dangerous. Yeah, it's just really should be a nice leisurely bike ride for a Saturday morning. No, Sunday morning, for a Sunday morning. So one of the really big downfalls coming here in summer is the March flies. The March flies are horrendous. You would have seen me all throughout this video slapping my legs. Bug spray does work, but only to an extent. So yeah, they've just been absolutely horrendous this time of year. So the way to kill a March fly is you've got to wait for it to actually land on your leg for about a second or two and then kill it. Yeah, it's just part of Australian bush life. All right, let's get cracking. All right, let's go. Let's go. Lane Poole Reserve, head through Dwellingup town, and then it is just past Dwellingup town on the right hand side. There's actually another state forest called the Dwellingup State Forest, and that's where I'm going to be riding my bike. Alright, so this is the Dwellingup circuit, and I'm going to do this one here, so hopefully I don't get lost. Oh man, what a fun little circuit. If you are looking to get into mountain biking, or you've never done mountain biking and you just want to, a little ride out with the family, the Dwellingup circuit is great. It's a cross-country style, which basically means there's like up, down, rocks, some obstacles, but you can go around them. It's not much of an incline, it's actually quite easy. And there were some little downhill bits which were really fun. And the forest here is absolutely stunning. Oh my god. So yeah, highly recommend Dwellingup circuit if you're a beginner. If you're looking to get into mountain biking, you can actually hire bikes from the Dwellingup Visitor Centre and ride up here. And yeah, that could be a really good way to see if you even enjoy mountain biking before you buy one. All right, well, I am plumb tuckered out. I'm probably just gonna pack up the car and then head home. All right, so that marks the end of my little weekend adventure. So I am on to the Pinjarra Bakery for one of their famous pies, and then probably might get a vanilla slice or a custard tart for Simon because I know he's waiting for me. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Escape with Me is all about adventure and exploring WA, be it road tripping, be it camping, or just general exploring. So that's all we're all about here. And you can definitely pick up some little tips and tricks along the way. I do a lot of camping and I have a lot of camping tips. So also, if you jump onto the blog, I do have a full review of Lane Poole Reserve and all the little campsites in there. So you'll definitely have to check that out if you do think you want to come and visit Lane Poole Reserve or you're thinking of camping here. It's always a good feeling when you like get onto your street after a long drive. I don't know. For me personally, I'm always like, yes, I'm home. Love it. I love a trip away, but I also love coming home. Yay! Happy days. Boop, boop.